Alright, abusia mami mo bibia kwaba na me fa mbra mega TV and platform we eso. Okatakyie Afrifa mensa one of the jandam journalists in Ghana. In fact, MPP will position okasa bibre. The moment MPP ebeba power no se omoche na so omo mani bi ani empo so omo man na nso na odinani bre asen agu omo so. Okatakyie Afrifa is one of the frustrated and in fact most incompetent journalist. Omuche mo say we trained journalist mom. Ba me de bia me ka so Okatakyie Afrifa odinafu enenam. Ensema wa sha se eka editia ye radjon de mani mahama abanya enyanche ye. Reverend Tim Fodwo no ankasa bi na nuntom koka se prembi alande airplane bi alande wa made na ekunteni cocaine de kika ka ho ene on fa evidence mra wura ni ntime ba Okatakyie Afrifa onu ti bibi a wonim de ekoso no ekire mu a ampa cocaine belande wo Ghana abusiafo ene NDC pro TV station and radio station Bogabi Mercy one ne dom omo akire ni sampa Okatakyie Afrifa ya kwada no onim de oye even while ye adwuma ewo TV SYZ Yura Julius the brand ni TV station honom pen nti dien enansem ena okeka saade yenkoti ise ni bi yakoba ye beto aso mesro so be subscribe na like if comment tum share na foforo enye bi hwe
airports. We didn't hear you, Mugabe. Did you hear him at the time? So this is a guy. This guy, I don't know whether to call him a journalistic chameleon. I don't know what name to call him. Today he's this color. Tomorrow is this color. So Obibeka said denchem efu nefu. O wa no mienu. Wahu. Nti o hwa ba bia aduane no wa. No de na no ko ho no akodidi. No I mean. That's what he does. Because some time ago he was talking for NDC. Today he says what? They should arrest him for him to understand that what he has said. O good mama hufi. So who cocaine ni a no. Omo ni omo ko di agro no. No mo ye cocaine no hu omo ana. Mugabe ye ko prison ya madam phobia ye ko nya no. O hwe ye show no mpo. Onu aye ready so be boy MPP for cocaine ni di no frame me. O body me sri ya na say oh let's keep it. Omo be catch obi so cocaine. Oh the person they have sent to come and do this dirty game is Reverend Tim Fodwo. And yet the fault you have Okatakyie and co say Mugabe me tifie me pe djuma man fa me and na mo fa Okatakyie so mbe ye djuma ha me boa me frɛ wa mama me djuma we akwa suba we mu de ni be ye djuma wa o double Julius the bread djuma mu na nka me mpo mbe ye djuma me njipe we won so be ye won so be gu ye unfi. Look at this guy odi na fu na nam go to Kumasi and God also your hin e wa hin fa e ya no dwane no me he e di ni kro kitakra no em say it's a borrowed name. He wants to feel big about the FIFA name or something. LGBT syndrome. Who Bema Bene Omu? National Commission on they should go narcotic control. They should by now they should be at his doorstep. If this one is Jack Price work, he should do it fast. They should pull him. He should stay there and answer. If you write a statement and prove how John Mahama is involved in cocaine. What do you mean? The NDC as a political party abhors cocaine. Yes, growing up and seeing the NDC, led by former President Jerry John Rawlings. Do you know how it started? Rawlings, he will stop you. All those cocaine people, he arrested them. He busted their gangs. If you don't know the history, let me tell you. And the tradition has followed through. Look, if you are an NDC person and you are acting in the center, you are being monitored by the Council of Elders. You cannot go and do anything on your own will and come and think that you get shielded. Let me tell you something. Bas Brandon, me ativo, assembly by. Look at how didn't we have party elders? Couldn't they just said that? Oh, sure. Assemble NDC. So you cannot be in the NDC and be doing dirty things.
Abugapele.
Yes, Abugapele. It happened to him. He was a close friend of John Mahama. They grew up together. They went to almost the same secondary school. They were friends. They entered parliament together. Asem too no. NDC is not like that. Oh, NDC will not condone you to go and bring cocaine money into the party to come and use it to control anybody.
Party yes,
the way we will believe. Yeah, you and Forba. If it is Gary and Pepe, we'll try and contain it until the time comes that we are in power, and we are modest when we are in power. We can't be actually.
But dear Nebama said training for me to me a bomb with so more only evidence.
Let me come in.
Well.
I mean, I don't know whether as a party we are not learning from our mistakes. This is the same boy Okatakyie Afrifa is the same boy who, in 2016, brought out the allegation that His Excellency John Mahama had bought a hotel in Dubai.
Yes.
And it sank into people's heads. After he lost the election, His Excellency lost the election in 2016. And then Okatakyie, decided that he was moving from MPP to NDC. He came to confess that it was jandam. That was the first time I heard that word, jandam. That it was lies. He made up those lies. When that boy, Okatakyie, put out that allegation in 2016, our communication was quiet. We didn't fight it. Our security agencies were quiet. We didn't get him to come and prove. Look, under Nanado, Manasseh Azuri had to run to South Africa because he had to run for his life.
Yes. He's being
because
chased.
you cannot just come and make allegations and walk away free. But Okatakyie has done it before, and he thinks that it is okay to still do it. So he's doing it. And our communication team, they are not fighting back. They are not talking to say that, listen, what this man is saying is true. Our national security, for such a serious allegation to be made against the president, Okatakyie is still sitting down. He hasn't been called to come and prove. He who alleges must prove. You have alleged that the president is bathing in cocaine. Please, national security, Jakpa, whoever is in charge, national security coordinator, say, I mean, we cannot do business as usual because we suffered before we won power in 2024. We suffered. So we cannot be doing business as usual. We don't want any father for all thing where, he's Ghanaian. Look, we have freedom of speech in our constitution, but the freedom of speech also has obligations. That your opinion ends at the tip of my nose, where mine starts from. So you cannot come and, spew out lies.
You must be responsible.
You have, as a journalist, you are trained, but I doubt he's a journalist. I doubt he's a trained journalist. Most people who are presenters call themselves journalists without the necessary training, and so I doubt that he knows that the tenets of journalism.
He's been in the media for
so he's not a trained journalist. He doesn't know the ABCs of it. But
he's a journalist.
He's a journalist. Okay. But he's a jandam journalist. We as a party cannot allow these lies to go on, to foster on. This started with Team Fojo, and I'm very sad to say to our communication people this afternoon that I thought that they would have handled it in such a way that by now they've squashed it, but it's still going on, and in Team Fojo still has the audacity to talk. Yet we all know that whatever Team Fojo is talking about is their lies. Nothing like that happened. The company, Ahmed, has come out to say, has issued a statement to say that, look, we are a medical ambulance, air ambulance. We fly from countries to countries to pick up patients. In case people don't know what an air ambulance is, when people are traveling, like American citizens, like in my daughter's school, for instance, when I was enrolling her, they made me sign that in case of an emergency, an ambulance will pick her from here straight to America. You pay for it. So we have American citizens in this country who have insurance, medical insurance, that wherever they find themselves and they fall sick, that insurance company would pay for an airline to come and pick them emergency and fly them back wherever their country is for medical. So that is what they do. They are an air medical ambulance. So according to the statement I read, they said that they came here for routine checkup. They came to change their tires, refueled, and went back. So my plea to that company is that Ahmed ambulance, please, they are still destroying your name and tagging you with cocaine. Come and sue them. Come and sue them immediately. Now, airport company, you also sat there and allowed this jandam, the lies to go on. You as airport company, Ghana Airport Company Limited, you owed a duty to the presidency and to this government to have come out immediately.
But they have done that.
No, did you read the statement? It was to protect some of them. It was personal. That statement was personal.
So why
that statement?
Why we still keeping some of them?
I don't want to talk about that. That is none of my business. My business is that Ntim Fodwo is alleging that a plane came to the airport, of which the Airport Company Limited is responsible for, and Ntim Fodwo has made allegations against that plane. As Airport Company Limited, you sat down for the allegations to go into people's heads without coming out to tell us that what the man is saying is not true, and tell us the business of the airmaid and what you owed us a duty. You failed to do that, and then when you waited and waited and realized that issue was not dying, then you issued a statement to cover your MD, that your MD was being attacked.
Why is that MD still doing that?
But that's I don't want to talk about that. That is none. My issue is about the allegations that have been made under my Ogabi. My issue right now is that the Airport Company Limited, they owed us a duty to tell Ghanaians that what the man said was not true, because every how do you call it, every plane that lands at the airport, they pay money, landing fees, to Ghana Airport Company Limited. Yeah. Do you understand? They pay monies to them, and so it's not free. So if you are rendering a service and you realize that there's been an illegal substance that has come onto your space, it is up to you as the director or the company. I'm not going to personalize this. The company, to ensure that you investigate and come out to the public and tell us that what the man is saying is not true. You waited, and then now you come and tell us that it is a smear campaign against the MD, and so you will take action. That is not what I wanted to hear in that statement. So Ghana Airport Company Limited, come and tell us what you need to tell us so that we can lay this issue to rest. Look, Mugabe, I have some MPP people on my timeline on Facebook, and they are having fun. Oh, what has happened to the ECG containers? What has happened to the cocaine? They were. We all know that what Ntim Fodwo is saying, they are lies. We all know. However, it looks like our communication has been a little weak on it, and that is why in the third week we are still talking about it. Otherwise, we should not be talking about this. Otherwise, we should be talking about right now. So,
I find is not ready to say what the papa never call.
Look, he says he has if anything, parliamentary immunity.
Yo.
So you hide under parliamentary immunity, and then you spill lies.
No money parliamentary immunity.
Listen, Ghanaians.
And is the NDC or power? And the MP before who say parliamentary immunity. Yenim MPs do omo yachi omo fi yabo omo abongo edu makwako jina BNI so in this country. And
wako jina ho no mo say intimidation. Ghanaians, anybody who lies and is arrested, they are not arrested, they are invited. The person is not being arrested. They are invited to come and give evidence. Who will say where will be? And they say bra, and I be afraid say bra. Mama, your evidence, you know. Why are you now shouting intimidation?
Friday also.
Why are you shouting intimidation if you have evidence? So you are not being arrested. You are being invited to come and give us the evidence, because His Excellency has said he is ready and willing, if it is true, to punish anybody that is involved in this. So if they are inviting you, why are you running away? Ntim Fodwo, why are you running away? You won't see where. And I say, but try and you ye. Now you're catching Crawford. What's the intimidation? How is this intimidation? And now you are running behind a parliamentary immunity. I think that look, nobody. Do you know why we are in a democracy? the tenets of democracy is clear. Nobody is above the law. Yes. Whether you are a president, whether you are an MP, nobody is above the law. So if you commit a crime by creating fear and panic, and by tarnishing the image of Ghana, and by through lies, by saying there's been some drugs in the country, because whatever you are saying, you are tarnishing the image of the country, because said there who can enyampa, but wouldn't throw tarnishing the image of the country. You should be invited to come and prove the allegation. Sure. And that is not intimidation. That is you not being above the law, to face the law, so that next time you will not use lies to tarnish the image of the country.
Law, before they say. Alisa, how much I say?
What do you want? What do you buy?
The rule of law, I say.
Me say there be the buy would it be the same thing you then they call it intimidation. What did they make an say? The Omude Bay Yawono would it be your pepe intimidation. Mugabe, small boy, we are Mukana Semi, yes, 36 or so day. MP in Brethren Team Voto. Me, I will not acknowledge this a reverend because Osinyamina friend.
Subain, dear.
The telephone number Ben and Yamede friend, and person and no friend who dance in bank, let's say, call Biaba.
Osinyamina,
a friend until she give us proof. True any means say, oh, Yamina friend me, or friend me, that's it. And now in come share or the mommy saying to Namugabi Jinaho. Because
my man is sick, okay, apreku my daughter. Or sing Yami friend, and Yami say, apreku my daughter, apreku see a bema.
What's I say? It's a bit Americano. By their deeds, we shall know them. Me now, they actually me. Me, as I sit here, I have 6 other brothers. All of them, they know the Bible more than you. I'm telling you, they are reverend ministers as I sit here. And you know that we fight every day. When it's about God, why not? When it's about God, it's not the amount of Christian words in your mouth. It is your action that I look at. The action you put out. Usubaina dead, you know. And me, Alistair, who say Yamisu, and in the buying. Now, what trans your Maya Kasai, maybe so that bain away ye dark rumpo. Say, oh, cocaine asem, ewa sorry. Oh, Reverend, no catch me. You're a young person. When have you gone in a youth retreat across Accra, where there's drugs, or in the northern region, where drugs have been talked about, or in that same area where you come from, and put your legs, say, and then me spend 1 day or 2 days to talk about drugs with the youth so that they stay away from it? What efforts have you done? Your party was in power, the party that you joined. We are in this country. Somebody traveled through American corridors for more than 50 times. He was being monitored. Also an MP, member of parliament. He lacked wisdom. Or the Sekwana say no, say, or the Nyansen Yinafu a ya, or the Kotun and Intekumaka say Fatuachi. Who took Wako, you know you have illegal substances. Say, Nibria, Wako 1, when yai, Wako 2, when yai, Wako 3, when yai, Wako Sa 50, and America for you are bet TV so life. The show BBR. It brought J. Kufuor's government down. If it was not for the Millennium Challenge account that Indum brought with the money that they brought in, it brought Kufuor's administration down. And today you are saying what? Look, in the 60s, when Buzia was in power, we know those of your people who were doing cocaine. If not for the fact that I will hurt some people or you step on people's toes, like a body nanka, who will say, "Unting for your baby, I will free bano." A honey a teacher cocaine. And like I've told Ghanaians, NDC for. You cannot hide behind the party and even go and attempt to go and do galamsey. The NDC hates things, abhors things that are national ills. Yes, as social democrats, we don't believe that cocaine should be part of our society. We don't believe it. Our action has shown, and I'm a car from J.J. Rawlings' time, through Professor Mills' time, through even James first coming. Jeremy just came in 90 days. So if you this thing it's a plot, it's a long way plot, and it's a long route, it's a long haul business. It could pass through many countries, and it takes time to plan this thing. 3 months is too short. Mugabe, you people just talked about
investigating.
You talked about Mugabe. Yes, you talked about the Ghana Airports Company Limited, but you left one thing out: the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
Yes.
Do you know? When Fremont Paris became minister, do you know what she did? She put people there, plenty people, and that's what I'm saying. And we didn't remove them because of Father for All, Professor Mills. We left them. So those people, they were promoted by Nanado, and they grew wings, and they have gotten there. They were made directors and other things, and today they have gotten there. So those people too, they are MPP implants that are there conniving with the Ghana Airports Company. We have a policy as a party, Mugabe. We want a national airline. JM has said it. As for that, if it does not come, I won't agree. Then we say we want a flight academy. What did they make us say? Yes. So all these things and the 24-hour economy, we need to inculcate it in the aviation sector. So we need to have a clean sector with devoid of these statements like cocaine. Look at Reverend Tim Fojo. Look at you. When your education minister, honestly, time I know a deputy, no. Let me Johnny Kotieno instead of listening to Napo. So what did they make us say? Yes. Instead of that, I'll listen to Napo Miss Rompo. In Tim Fojo Sena. In Tim Sena. LGBT. Yeah, he fought. Yes, he stood. Now where they are they? You know, I've seen something. He wants to copycat Okudzeto Ablakwa. He wants to come in that style, but Okudzeto is he's formidable. He's well made. This one is immaturity, plain immaturity. O party no cry no one so moon internet. The party in internet. On say Patrick Boama became a statement 2 days or so after he made that statement. So they didn't know the facts that he had, and they couldn't share the facts with the public. Mugabe, people should take note of this thing. Yes. You have to arrest him. Yes. Speaker Mwaye. Say Mrebi Wohona or Tite will speak here. Speaker Mwaye. He should, even if it is arrest in parliament, once to me arrest in parliament. They'll detain you in parliament and question you there in the premises of parliament and then get the information.
But nobody is above the law.
But that's what I'm saying. That there are so many ways.
So they can get a court order and go into parliament to go and get.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That they put in some measures. So even if you are following the measures, he should avail himself and meet the NIB people.
But he's not being arrested.
Though. 10 a.m. on Friday, no wamba. Then you call again. Say yamau and Monday at 9 a.m. Odi nipani be ebeba. ABC CC say no.
But that is why Ghanaians must know.
Say faith no hifa.
There can be no trust. Yes. And you are minority leader of the caucus of the in Tatia you do watch it. And I'm going to say do watch it. In Tatia do watch it. I'm saying Munti asem mbewura. Mo ankasa munra masum. Munra mo osono na ankasa munra masum na munka mo. Look Mugabe, don't get anywhere with this thing. And Ofenyo Markin cannot produce anything for Joe. We must go for him. Ofenyo Markin ankasa oti wo Mugabe. Watu bomb Ghana Water Limited. Watu bomb feeder roads. And I was to bomb road fund. And I was to bomb ECG. Or no, I guess I need to soldier the or no what they'll be back. I know you didn't call. You didn't call me or no, I got you be back. Let's use speaker to get the guy to come and answer. You cannot hide behind this. Mugabe, me dear me, who young person become one say. Now who small boy show fee? Unye skawe. Ejuma be now. No. The guy. Yes, we have to question that.
Former education, deputy education.
Oh, Mugabe today. So then you make money. Me, my uncle Sam Nelson was education minister under Rollins for almost 11 years. What house did he have? Oh, please, collection, you know. The mouse said fire sorry no one juma and you dear. Into to me find your japadi. Then I'll pass on catch them.
One man church as you to me.
One man church. One then how can you Mugabe, do we have to find out because one shame mama me as my make say or no juma how you know so soon die. Oh, and no so soon die. Me allegedly, that's what I'm thinking about. Say I'm in this business, so I've covered it with my reverend ministership and my MPship. Today, they do come, Mamin Koka, or the Nwasha Semu. Say, how much it in the party in internet, Afenyo could not produce him, as he said. So now we have to go for him because we know. What is Rambo style? Mugabe, what is Rambo style? Some IGPs, Peter and Fury. By this time, da. Oh, what are you saying? Da. Baby, I no you go there. The time they are looking. You bet you now you're one MP. But let's hold him to come and answer for what he has said. I didn't want to respond to such persons because those times you can't listen to him on radio. You understand?
There are some videos to play right
now. They don't do research. Then they'll come and sit down. And then when they are talking, Utumu say, empty shallows.
More fire.
But, into Mugabe, it's paining me, but you see, that's what I've said. I want my sister to also make a contribution to this one. What I want to say to the NDC is that we must allow the company Ahmed to also sue, like you were saying. If they sue, the burden of proof should not be on us.
No, it shouldn't be on us.
We are not a cocaine government.
It shouldn't be on us.
You understand? We are not a cocaine government. So the airline by now should be in court, taking huge sums of money from the
and Ghana Airport
yes, they must do it.
And Ghana Civil
Yes, they must do so. So that then
you see, I agree with what you just said. I don't know why the burden of proof has been shifted to that. We didn't make the allegation.
Yes, we didn't.
And Ghanaians should by now know that Intim Fojo is a liar.
Yeah.
Because Obia will say, why allegation? They are arrested. They are creating the impression, say, his invitation is an arrest. He has not been arrested, and his intimidation. You've made an allegation, a very serious allegation that crosses international borders.
Yes.
And they are asking you, brah, nothing evidence, brah.
So,
What's a one member? And then we are trophy. I'm sorry, you are a liar.
Yeah,
because
let me ask, can the embassies help us to arrest this guy? If he has visas, they should cancel it. Maybe American visas should cancel.
Oh, you see, I don't like to involve the embassies in these things because we are a sovereign. We are a sovereign nation.
I know, but where is the plane? Where are they? Where is their final destination?
We are a sovereign nation. But that is why Ghana Airport Company Limited and Ghana Civil Aviation must sue Intim Fojo. They must sue him because he has disgraced them. And Ghana Civil Aviation and Ghana Airport Limited have been quiet and they folded their arms, and they are making MPP and Intim Fojo shift the burden onto government to defend, which is wrong. So, we put you there. We put you there to do a job, and you Ghana Airport, you must do your job. I agree, anymore.
Yes.
Yes, that's why
they must be arrested and questioned.
I said for you no diplomatic passport.
SCAG.
That be Obia or two coins who diplomatic passport. Inti Oma money diplomatic in be moved to Koya. Only ever forget it. Diplomatic passport. When the Accra flight lands in Washington, they bring dogs to the cockpit, to the entrance of the plane. You have dogs sniffing us out. When you're coming from London, they don't sniff people from London. Yeah, they do.
But when from Accra to London, when you get down from the plane, when you get down from the plane at the entrance, before a baby and the first thing you see is the dogs sniffing you.
I remember way back in 2007, London, Gatwick Airport, they detained me for 7 good hours. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Hey, it was me.
The previous day, everything is so bibia the chairman. After 7 hours, interrogating me, be saying, okay, cry me home be that. Later, Rebecca said, we are sorry for any inconvenience. Yako, you can go to your destination. And that is me. Inti we mo bina ye nuanom Ghana for ni bi be famu.
Yeah.
Me experience I make actually. We mo bina ye nuanom Ghana for ye den e be sate fam. Plane if hin na eba. If we e Ghana. Walande or tem e be se terminal be e se terminal 5. E ho no ni aboy wura ho. E Ethiopian line ni aboy wura ho. Say free Europe na eba dia e connective bi a wa fata Portugal na akọ stop e wo Lisbon Portugal. Azana odi wa bi dru e terminal 3 ewo Heathrow eno no obi a head anya dan emedi wachi bebe ati fia ofa Morocco no akọ Casablanca akọ transit ho na wa ba bi dru o de saying terminal 5 ewo Heathrow ye be scan no wa fa Ethiopia Airlines akọ transit ewo Addis Ababa udu terminal 5 ewo Heathrow ye be scan no nti airlines nyina ye check Inti for you and the hour when the Okatakyie mo 2 hour mo nyina no ye mo achifo no mole for na be affect ye ye ne be affect ye
because these false allegations will catch wildfire
obia ne be ye de we betu ye so say baby a ye kasa ase
wow,
yes say ne ayaman
Mugabe and for me like I said, we should learn from our lessons. We shouldn't sit down Tama daddy his excellency na occur round or they drew na a warning the flask no omuka say and later what did
Hobson
what did Hobson say? Hobson say he started that jam. Hobson was truthful about it. Or say, they started here, but when they started, what did we do about it? Nothing. And it's stuck on the man, poor man. It's stuck on him. Even to this election in 2024, they thought it would work, so they started calling him Papa Way cry, if any MP Way cry, even referred to him as a drunkard and all. So we shouldn't let these things stay.
I want Ghanaians to know the true picture of Okatakyie Afrifa Kanasem Jandam Kadechino. So Bahaba Yajuma, a person meeting near Manibi. Yako back na ye money videos ensem oba ha ono ankasa ensem okafa ono na MPP fo no be se bi aso ni tie bi yanko.
In 2015, the current vice president of the Republic, our poster boy, make a poster boy, wonka who, wonka se, wa bo papa. A member no wonim se bukuna, no wonder so called Zimbabwe wa mopamo no. The current vice president, Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, wonima member want to chase a book na say no really chire na no kra na make store yi secret bi a chire mo. Munim say de no be really chire nya nyo no na chiro. Hey, tie. Me say de na Dr. Bawumia be really chire yes or ye lectures or ye this. I tell you on authority say nya Dr. Bawumia na chiro da. Enipa no chiro sa eye Dr. Bawumia speech ya obe read my me kwafrifa minim se nipa ne pa na me kodi nkomo me se nya Dr. Bawumia but yenko eye Joy FM 2015 Dr. Muhammad Bawumia na wose John Dramani Mahama akọ IMF won tibida enti wo mo ke no abaye famiko yesi ehunu bi da yesi John Mahama abon John Mahama ye incompetent ka wono ko asile usu se ka wono ko anka John Mahama nko ka na ntwe su wo sirem John Mahama nima mamuo eno ye twa na da pa kagetiafo ye twa na da pa Central Market fo ye twa na da pa Kotokura ba fo twa John na Bawumia te Joy FM kan brofo kire se when di Eda Akufo-Addo ni nuanom be sori afri akonya no so no will be the second time Ghana is getting independence because Sankrofo wo magene te se Queen Elizabeth mo agene Sankrofo wo magene te se abrofo agene Sankrofo mo believe so mo ye first class citizens wo mo nim nyansa che Ghana ni bia wo mo believe so mo nananom na church ron krata ani JB ayi Queen Elizabeth mo tena and fa he ne kosi. We need a second independence from these people and we are going to do everything possible for them to lose power. They will never get anywhere close to power in this country.
Very well. Inti when was sorry MPP co-opposition. Katachina ya kanuni.
Mugabe so no was sentencing no by hanging. Ono ana inum se mo kan was sentencing no by hanging. So we have a lot of things to talk about than this young man. Feed Ghana over the weekend, Professor Debbie American. Yes, Mahama. John Mahama. You see, so a Professor Hassan Baby, because utumi unyoma no yeno. It's futuristic for the future of this country. Now, to have some young people like this want to be impediments on his way. I'll deal with this guy. I'm telling you, I'll deal with him. He's not anybody cry. It's hire him. What I said, he said, well, sorry, Anapa, you want to listen to Kami Sefaka. I'll tell you to tune your radio away. He has nothing to give you. So, feed Ghana, yeah, can they lost their jobs. You see the guy who has come to Angel, that young guy.
Adam.
No, Obama.
Obama.
Yeah, excellent guy. He was doing sports. Yeah. And I'm sure he learned his rudiments and he's doing well. And he will do, I wish him well. Yes, such like young people, no. You're correct, he's honest. Remember, name Okatakyie Afrifa, where be our veteran, Akonyanu, so the BBA Guswa, on paper, so non trans, so non year, Jumani. Mugabe feed Ghana. I'm a son of an agriculturist. So when I see that the country wants to feed itself, I'm happy. And I don't know, I couldn't go to the place JM was launching the thing. But me kohobi and Mugabe, me yemi hufianesi. So, you know our import bill as a country. Sorry, Anapa. Emu aye bedi emu. Anwa ye dibeye ye nyoma inkosuya. Tomatoes, onions, cassava ye dibe wo fufu. Menkenya ye si ye bedi. Ampesia everything. We have to bring it inside from somebody's country. We are working for their interest. We are working for their interest on a daily basis. It is our baby who has the benefit of history. You see, JM is a highly intelligent person. Okay. This is not the first time he has come to power. Onunkwana Konfran was so moved for. Do you know why? He was vice president. Then on 24th July, he became president. Then he became president again when he won 2012. And he has come back. So 4 times. 4 times. Yes.
You didn't see that.
How can it happen? That's the grandson of Ndewure Jakpa. Jakpa. Yes. Munine ya dia Muslim breaking 8.
Japana.
Ndewure Jakpa. So you see the name is connecting something.
Jakpa.
Yes. Yes. Look, you people muslim be break it money na go election na muslim be break it yeah kwa ko yiyi position no na onu 8 na muslim be break no na akodi ni nsam ubetumi akoji inde ude Japan na ubetumi akoji. Look, he is resetting this country. Me, I have full support for his action. And look at how he went about the Feed Ghana project, how he outlined it, and its importance, and how to bring even the secondary schools on board for them also to get involved with agriculture so that they could also feed themselves and feed themselves well in school. He talked about his flagship in Kokon Ketinkete. Akuko bi anywhere ye be hatching na oye kese dada. Obenyin from the birth no kakra day 1 day 2 sir no abeye ogbodo. So from that time no ready for a dining table send ya Mugabe open am na yati no obenya biawe obia, and it will bring a food import bill down. Look at the amount of money, $400 million every year is used to bring in chicken. So even by this Feed Ghana, he's bringing the local poultry farmers association on board. They will supply the chicks. So he's going to inject capital into what they are doing. Yeah, my best. And they buy then after that, the feed mills, those who are going to make the feed for, you understand, the veterinary officers. He has outlined all those things, and there's going to be investment, and that is going to go directly into the local economy. There'll be local earnings. Yes, feed, you know, the inputs in the feed. It is a rice brand, a wheat brand. They will have a market for what they do, so that the feed industry too will also benefit to do its feed and other things. Then fish and nam, the nam so frat. They will also have a market. There will be a ready market waiting for them to process. Yes. Then a machine, a bro machine, they will also have opportunity to work. So it's a long chain. Then after production, the supply that will go out. Those who boil some of the eggs, you understand? Those who fry some of the eggs.
The Grecian man best supply or median in Patemu.
Tell me, you see such presidents when they are passing, they be who appear saying, no, my dear fans. Maybe to me, my appear stadium fans or my dear fans. So what I said, no. Daddy, look, if let's go back into history. Daddy, let's go back into history and find out why Feed Ghana is an important project here in Ghana.
Listen.
Take Ghana's history. Our best time in agriculture was in the 70s, from 1972 to 1975. Under Kutu Achampon, Ike.
Your man.
Yes. It's not my man. It's everybody's man. We mistakenly shot him. If Achampon was alive to see Nanado's presidency, he would have run into a hole to go and hide because of what Nanado said of him. Nanado couldn't come up with any agriculture projects. The Canada for the man NDC for no. Omuba amusi din ni planting for food and jobs. Wallahi talai. Osadi ninya eko unim so agotono no Nanado nyawo. So unim abetre wa bakwa so say ekufu oba. Say nipa baako we comes from this house and comes from the planting for food and jobs man.
Ogono.
Ose ogono. Tire no so obepe president. Odi sikano opami alist of farming cocots. Mi so odi sikano odi chanenu.
Ye hu bro.
Bro.
Ye hu nya do.
Ono to be ko cha bro free Burkina Abidjan kofa ba ire free Abidjan any bro there. No dey abeg ministry say planting for food and job.
I know, right?
And you are in bua. You from back ra. I'm telling you, you are in a bua good class ni nyaka from back. Mugabe. It is a good thing, and like I said, the successes in Ghana's agricultural history is under Operation Feed Yourself. Let us not go back.
And to say they feed Ghana.
Yes, let us not go back to the tenets of the weaknesses of that Operation Feed Yourself, and then the bad intention of the planting for food and jobs. Fantastic. Let us take this program as our program. Everybody involved must work hard and diligently.
So as simple as ABC. That is it. Okatakyie Afrifa mensa a frustrated man. I onim the air oil. Onim the air koso. What I say, onim the air koso. And I told the bianami a yemi ya se sebi nyado. Oh yes, sir. Sebi ayana mihuna na eye misri. Mihuna na eye misri. So Okatakyie. So mubano mudi sikani jawa. Na o try say abayno ubeguni ni mase. Meanwhile, Okatakyie obi ansoma se koye den campaign mu NDC. Even NDC ewo position kra no. Na o blasting na adwa hypocrisy ntino. Na o sam blasting NDC. Adenya NDC na MPP na yepe. Na NDC atena power mu for 8 years. NDC so betina mu tie se ni Okatakyie Afrifa Mensa has been nothing but what? A liar. Tibia or tries or be fine fault. Ewa ban bi ho. Wo mreko a o be ba omo osusu se omo man appointment bi ana osusu se omo man sika bi na omo amfa ma no. Yemisa se ye den ena ofiri honorable Julius Debra Chief Julius Debra ni TV station ho. Yemisa esi den ena oye den ofiri ho no. Eye nibre adwembone eni pese benkuminya. Enibre adwembone eni pese benkuminya. Enti odi ntuma abodimu wo fra ntuma sese bi omo abesi no nsiye no na okasa se de ope. Maka kire Okatakyie Afrifa NDC for monchi no ntum mani hu se de oye no enye ade papa. He is na yem ya ne se Ghana wo hu ena mo se Ghana din and ye mu binum ye tukwan a enye de akwantu ndi betu ba ye mu binum mo mututu kwan akwahwe akwafo se mega meti hai ye ena mo be embarrasse ye ena mo be den ombe embarrasse ye na ombe ti meditate ye for some time because yenye den ye de ye ni mfanchem ye ni diplomatic passport but empanfo no mo diplomatic passport no omo kwa no ani se yo na omunemu omo kwa no ani se yo na omunemu enti sankofo we tro mudie sankofo we nsem hu no mo tete TV so any radio station so omo keka NDC aban koke NDC aban koke without no evidence even medina babontin omo babontin abeka se omo nyi hu hwe koke nye omo die na medical issues koke hu sensem bienu eti nka me me de se med no mbe siu sankofo bi ti so Okatakyie Afrifa ene fodwo that so called reverend no that so called what reverend no edi nti omo yesa edi nti ese bi buru se bi nya do omo yesa munhu asema yenka unya nti asema uti asem na se unya evidence as a matured and a trained journalist, as an honorable member lawmaker, as an investigator, no, you need to get evidence before you come out and speak. You need to get a solid background before you come out and speak. These people, they have what? They have determined to what? To tarnish the image of this country and the government. Ghana no mo se ni di no yakwa amanonia ehonum ena ebeti se edin no asey ampa ehonum ena ebehu se ampa Ghana no yedin asey. It is really sad. Edianko ena ekoso. What is really going on? Enti sankofo we Okatakyie Afrifa and the other journalists on TV so radio so almost sabotage aban no all because of NDC by enyeme koyi munhwe yi ntesa so mo arrest mo nobody should come out and cry out say I NDC aban bully mu NDC aban intimidate mu abasa nobody will hear you crying in this country be enfimo because you deserve it. Because you deserve it. You deserve it. Then saying tariffs, sense electricity, I think the water, it has gone up. I wish for no question. Say, Sadia with you. Na enke ebeko soro mum but we did not expect it at this higher percentage. Ghana, the fluctuating rate in soro. You can say fluctuating rate, the how almost supply energy no form papa. The supply of energy form. Adeɛ kye mutimi dum light be 4 times 10 times aden. Eti imagine say we use cold store. Wo cold store na wo ye masa. Eti say ebasa na say moto light ni mu a do na ye dum so no onim say isika hunu na yitua. Na sia me koto unit. Me say NDC for me ka bibia kire mo. Mo nsa ase mfa mo nka se mo yi levy firi ho. Mo nka se mo yi betting tax na ekeka mo firi nti no. Mo di ho abufu ebe increase tariffs no yesre mo. Mbra for munim say energy sector no enye. And you know it. Munim say energy sector no enye den enye. Munim say energy no engine so power no engine so. Eti no mo mfa taxes emebu Ghana for kon. Mo mfa taxes emebu Ghana for kon. Masa yeto abama mo se mo me easy niema. Yeto abama mo se mo me den mo mra man niema so enkofom. Eti sa energy tariffs na etu increase no yesre mo adabraka. Ye ho tietie. Ye ho etietie. So mo increase na mo make sure say light ni begina so 24/7 and dey no ni problem. But where be the case mo be increase na fluctuations ade china dum na ade china so ade china dum na ade china so ye pesa ade no e basa you people the business e dey ye mo say no enti ye kan okra dey akire mo sa ade na e koso no dey enye so mo need to be increase electricity tariffs you people must make sure say the light will be what standard, the light will be what stand still, it will be standby e be wo ho no ye ko ba say mo ye ni anyhow bia ye ni mo be problem ye ni mo ebenya issue ye ni mo benya issue eti abusafo amemfa wonsi bidiana mega akra bye bye.